Yeah, tubing 10. What's up? What up? Alright, tube. So I'm gonna be doing a, what am I doing again? Oh, I just say doing a CTF. I'm not doing a CTF. I'm gonna be doing, what am I doing? Wait, let me think. Okay, I'm making a memory reader slash cheat for Assault Cube in Linux. I'm gonna be showing you how to go through, how to read the Procman file system. And yeah, that's basically it, to be honest, and like find the offsets for this shit within Linux, right? If you don't know how to code in C or any other language, it might be a little bit confusing because I'm gonna be coding in C, so we're programming in C, right? So let me just load up a sub cube real quick. Inside, uh, so the first thing we're gonna do for a, I guess I'll just call this assault underscore cube. Make sure this works. Zero. Wait, let me go get my make file template real quick. Let me keep it like that, and then we should just be able to do make or. Alright, cool. Sorry, I just had to set up the fucking projector arena real fast. Alright, so what's the first thing I want to do? So the first thing I want to do is, I guess I can show you real quick how it actually works. We have Assault Cube open, right? Let me grep for the process real quick. So here's the process ID, so it's 15427. Obviously, I just use process and list all the process on the computer, and then grep for the process name of Assault Cube, which is Linux underscore 64 underscore client. Right? So, we can actually, I'll just ls dash, I'll just do ls slash proc. Here's a slash proc file system. Basically every single process you have has its own, it stores all of its memory pages right here, and so you can read them and read from them and shit and write to them, and it'll write to the actual game's process memory, right? So here, so we have 1427, so 15427, that's our process for the fuck around shit. So we can read the stat file in there, and the stat file just gives us statistics of the process, and so it has the name of the processor here, Linux underscore 64 underscore client, right? Alright, and then the other thing we're going to want to read is going to be the maps file, which has the mappings for all the address spaces within memory. So the main ones we're worried about are these top ones, which are going to be the heap, and the rest of these other bullshit ones that are actually associated with Linux underscore 64 client. These other ones we don't really need to worry about, because obviously they're just like, you can read these, they're just random dynamic libraries that are linked in with it as it runs up, right? So yeah, and then we're gonna want to read from the mem file, which will have all the memory in there. And so I'll show you how to do that. First, we want to make a we obviously want to make our thing automated, right? So we can automatically find the process ID and then associate it with the different files, right? So we're gonna want to create I guess I can just call this find underscore PID, and it'll just take in a we'll just make it a char pointer to process underscore name. Let me do this. Whatever. All right, so we'll just pass process name into this, right? So we'll be like, all right, so let me get rid of this. So we'll just do find underscore PID or PID is equal to this, and then we'll pass in Linux underscore 64 underscore client, right? That's what we just found out it was. Um, yeah, Linux underscore 64 client, right? So to find the PID associated with this, we would need to then go through the directory of /proc, right? And check each stat file of each different folder and check to see if they have Linux underscore 64 underscore client, right? Pretty simple. I'm pretty sure, I mean, the way I did it, like when I originally made like my memory reader library, was I just had it use fopen and just loop through the maximum process ID count until it found the right one. But I think I saw a video the other day where you can use directory, or is that only in C++? Um, so yeah, open dir. The DP is equal to that. Okay, so let's check this out. Man open dir. Alright, so it opens a directory, which is obviously when we're opening the proc directory. The open dir function opens a directory stream corresponding to the directory name. It pointed to the directory stream. Alright, so we can use that. It would return, yeah, so then a D name, which would be all the directory names. Yeah. Uh, all right, so let's include that in our thing here. So hashtag include this / types.h hashtag include dir int.h, and let's just do dir pointer to proc underscore dir, and then make this open dir, and let's call it /proc. Okay. Can I look at the structure of dir? Oh no, that's not what I want to look at. Man dir. Okay. Where can you look at the structure? Dir int dir struct. The dir int structure defined in dir int header file represents a directory. Oh, I should have just gone to the header file. What am I doing? It's used in conjunction with directory stream functions like open dir. Unsigned short type the file name, no terminated string. Okay. So let's go back to our main file. So it's gonna take in, yeah, And then we'll just do 4 ti is equal to 0. What exactly does this thing look again? Entry equals reader. Let's use reader. Oh, okay. What is reader? Reader, redirector entry. This is not the function you're interested in. Okay, reader for the POSIX conforming. Oh. So it'll return back a dir int, and it takes a dir pointer, obviously. The redirector function returns a pointer to a dir int structure. Okay, so it returns null if it reaches the end of the directory stream. So, I don't think we even do this right here. We just do dir. We just do a while loop. So while um, read dir, and we'll just call this. I forgot what the thing was. So dir int. Okay. Entry is equal to read dir. I'm gonna pass in proc underscore dir, so the pointer to proc dir is not equal to null. We'll just printf, and we'll printf entry dash the underscore name, right? Turns null return into the distractor stream, or if an error occurred. Okay, the only field occurs. Let's see. I didn't get a for declare that shit. And use variable PID. Okay, that doesn't matter. Unknown type name Durant use struct. Oh. Assignment to struct Durant from int makes pointer from integer without a cast. Is it not? I thought that's what it returned. What? No, it's definitely a pointer. Assignment to struct Durant pointer from int. I didn't initialize it as a null. No, that's not why. I'm at a struct Durant. What? That doesn't make any sense. Struct Durant entry. While entry. Do I need to have parentheses? Is that really what it is? I don't want to make any matrix up. Oh, that is what it is. And this is all just complete garbage. Oh no, it's not. I didn't put a new line character. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then we just want to go through here, and then we obviously don't need to print F. We can just char buffer. We'll just make a buffer here, like 124. We'll just call this stat underscore file underscore path. Because now we want to use the sprint f function here and pass in a stat underscore file underscore f slash proc slash %s slash I can't entry d underscore name more. But yeah, so that should be good for that. We'll be able to read the stat file, and then we want to. This is a needle in the haystack thing called string, right? Yeah, the string function finds the first occurrence of the substring needle in the substring haystack. So yeah, we'd want to use. What does this thing return? Finds the first occurrence of the substring needle. These functions return a point to the beginning of the located substring or null. So we would just do, okay. We would just do if. We can actually do char buffer. And we would read, so what is the read function? Or fread. I just use the normal read function. Yeah. Okay, we can just use fread. So we would just do. It needs to take a file descriptor, right? So we would need f open. Alright, so we're gonna use just f open. So we'll just make a file descriptor here, fd f open. We'll just take in that underscore file underscore path, and then we'll do obviously we'll just do it in a read mode, and then we can just do read or fread. Fread. What does fread return? Return value. Error occurs. We don't even need to worry about that. I don't think errors never occurred for me, but let's just fread here. I should probably actually do that for the file descriptor though. Anyways, fread. So it's gonna take a pointer to our buffer. So it's gonna take our buffer here. The size, so that's the size of a char, right? Items read. I don't mean items to read. I need to use fseek actually to seek to the end of it and find the fucking item offset and seek back. Goddamn motherfucker. Let me do that real quick. First, let me look at f open to see its return values. Return value upon successful completion f open and f free open return a file pointer otherwise null is terminated. Error no set. Okay, I'm gonna create an error function real quick. Void error underscore callback, and we'll just take a char pointer error underscore string, and we'll just fprintf standard error, and then we'll just do error %s, and we'll just do exit, and we'll exit underscore failure. Alright, we'll just do that, and then we'll just do if not fd, so if it's null, let me just split this stuff up real quick. That's how I like it right there. So if not fd, then we'll just do error underscore callback, and we'll pass in string to error. We'll pass in error no. We'll run that, and then we'll just check that out. Okay, and then okay, let's get the. So we want to get fseek. So fseek. So we want to, once we get that, then we want to fseek to the end. So fseek, we want to pass in the file descriptor, the offset, which will just be 0 or 0L, so say Longington. And then what to do, the whence will be seek underscore end. I'm pretty sure it's seek underscore end. Yeah, it is. So we'll seek to the end. And then we'll FL the file descriptor. So we'll get the ftel there. Let's go return value here to see what. So upon successful completion, fseek return 0, ftel returns the current offset, otherwise -1 is returned there now. Alright, so if they're not successful, then they'll return -1. So we can just do if is hold on, the whip is not equal to 0. And we'll just do this. So if it's not equal to 0, alright, like it says, it should return 0 times. ftel returns the current offset. Alright, so we'll just do if size is equal to -1. Choosing me. So that'll be to give us our size here, and we'll be to know how many bytes we're gonna read with fread. So now we want to do size here, because that's the bytes we're gonna read. And we're gonna read it from the fd file descriptor. Man, fread. Is that what it's supposed to do? Yes, sir. Okay, hold on. Drop it. Now we can do. Oh, fuck me. Now we can do if string. Let's check this thing out. String. Let's check out this joint, the Hey Stackington. Let me go and include string.h real quick. I'm probably gonna have a bunch of random shit to include once we actually want to compile this, but hold on. Watch the whip. Alright, so stringington, how we're gonna use this. So we get the Hey Stackington, which will be our bufferino.
Everybody put their Glocks
and then the needle will be the process.
So shut up.
Underscore
You got a stick on your shit, you got a 50 on your shit.
No terminating, so the string function finds the first occurrence of the substring. No terminated bytes and no comments. So what's the return value? At those things succeeding times.
Last out we caught was at the store, we had to scrape. Lil' bro hopped out tripping with that switchy, he didn't face me. They shot, they couldn't save me. We the ones getting busy up in the city, that's on my baby. They block like a drive-through, ask the ops how much we slide through. Ain't beefing, but you they family, you get caught and you gon' die too. Hold on, stop the whip. Let me out this chopstick, gon' leave him open like a zip. Zip him up, tell buddy no master to come and pick him up. Niggas faking, acting like they thug, like till we hit him up. A lot of niggas don't like me. What? I ain't even did shit. Make his bitch take dick to the head. I ain't even hit yet. How you mad she choose me? I like what she do to me. She say she feel safer over here. This where the shooters be. She say ain't no paper up over there. Shit, she barely eating and barely feed herself. She told me help. This nigga barely feed me.
How you mad she choosing me? You a dive, you know what she doing to me. We been swiping spit for a little while. This shit ain't new to me. Acting like I'm chasing her or something. She be pursuing me. Can't hold you. She be telling me all the time. She wish that you was me. I ain't with that messy shit. I barely attest a bitch. I can't even brag about these thoughts. That shit be effortless. Red and white Ferrari. I come through fresh as a peppermint. Ain't caught up in that other shit. They tripping on black excellent. Hold up, shit. 750 for a show. I gotta go. Can't miss this check. Travel all around the globe. Doing what I want with no regrets. She feel safe with us whenever she with gang and make her wet. Yeah.
We don't do the social.
Alright, here, let's
These
make this return a
going live trying to talk
long
about who got shot. We don't get into that. Can you leave it up in the streets for me? I ain't trying to go to jail. Keep mentioning my name and all of your posts. It ain't hard to tell. If you get smoked, they gon' come looking for me. Nigga, you dumb as hell. This bitch think I love her. Ooh, she must be drunk as hell. I can't let no suck, bitch. I love how they suck dick. Once I get my nut off, bitch, I'm skating like some Chuck Fit.
A2L, right? Let's take so A2L. It's gonna take just a pointer here, the buffer. So no, it's not. It's gonna take a pointer to entry dash d underscore name. That's how A2L works. She's a killer queen, gunpowder eternity, dynamite with a dynamite with a dynamite with a.
All white like I'm Missa, I got TZ in my switch. I dropped 2 cups in August, why that mixtape too official? Got 2 of everything, 2 watches, 2 chains and 2 pistols, not just 2 pistols, 2 crystal. Extend those longer than pencils. Fuck you, me. I go hawk my team. Boy, fuck you thought, nigga, I rock designer. Shorty, this shit costs. I don't know what the fuck you bought. So you not from over there, but you over there. You getting whacked, give a fuck if you low. I done turned to the sandwich, this shit I got dope. All I ain't with is killers, I ain't never got caught. My squad go crazy. I'm with Shotty go crazy. No, the boss folks crazy. We told him to 3-8. I dare nigga try and play me. I'ma lay his ass down like he lazy, bitch. I ain't for none. They put a nigga on parole, see I couldn't walk around with no guns. Well, you can ask bro them. They'll tell you about phone them. I have niggas see me and they run, cause they know I got it on me. And I can work to my homie. I'm just riding around by my lonely. Machine just called saying.
Okay, so with this, we actually don't want. Yeah, with this, we actually don't want to do this. We'll just continue. Okay, I didn't find anything at all. What the fuck, motherfucker? Let me just print F. You print F buffer right here. See if it even makes it to this point. Why you mad she choosing me? I like what she do to me. She says she feels safe over here. That's where the shooters be. Why is it coming in as much of a random bytes? That's not what it's supposed to be looking like. What even is happening right here? I mess with the F read. Reads into buffer. Okay, let me just try this right here just to make sure this thing isn't actually broken. And it still just gave complete nonsense. Okay. That means something's wrong right here. Because this should have just immediately just popped out right there with all this shit. I'm not exactly sure what's wrong. Set underscore file path. So that's the exact. Let me just. Okay. Cat slash proc slash if. Yeah, that. Okay. Oh, it was because we didn't fseek back to the start. Oh my god, okay. Now I see why. I forgot you needed to do that. 0L seek underscore. Let me go look at this. Yeah, so once we fseek to the end, but we didn't fseek back to the start. So it's gonna be seek underscore set. Not equal to 0. Ooh. Callback. Here. Hey, why did that not fix that? I'm not gonna lie, that should have definitely fixed that. That's a bit strange. Am I doing something retarded? Let me look at my other files real quick. I don't know why this isn't working. So yeah, F open, you pass it the file path, make sure it's not null. F seek to the end, right? Buffer size, F tell. Do I really have to do the fucking malloc shit, or is it just gonna be good? I don't think you have to malloc it. That wouldn't. And you F read, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure what's. I mean, I guess I can try to malloc, see if that's the reason, but that doesn't make any sense. But that'd be the reason. Okay, we can just make this just some bullshit, and then buffer equals malloc. We can just malloc the size. That should be good there. And then buffer at size -1. And we'll just null terminate that fucker. I'm just gonna declare it down here. And it just popped out with absolutely nothing. What is going? I'm actually have no idea what's happening. On some straight up real shit. No, it's not because of that. It's not having an overflow. Am I retarded or something? Open dir / proc. Let me just print F so I can see what this looks like, because this should not be messed up. Underscore file underscore path. What was the 15427? Yeah, so we see it right there, 15427. $15,427. Something's right there. That's the exact same path, right? 15427. And then we're F opening it with read privileges. And then we're F seeking to the end. We seek to the end, and then we get the size. Why is the size 0 for every single one of these? That could probably be a problemo right here. Is that what's going on? F seek. Yeah. The F get pause. Here, let's just. I'm just not even gonna bother F seeking. I'm just gonna get rid of all this shit actually. I'm just do char buffer. Let's do 100 or yeah, we can do 100 bytes. Okay, now it works. Like, what the fuck? I don't know why it was fucked up beforehand. That was very strange. I have no idea what was going wrong there, to be honest. But, okay. So we'll just do it like that, I guess. And then, yeah, so it found this, then it printf'd it, and then returned. So, okay, cool. We'll just get rid of that. And just have it printf here. Percent %LD, and we'll printf the PID. Is it U long? Or... Pretty sure it's LD for long. And we'll just... Or that I still have fucking some bullshit? Yeah, I do. Okay, that took way longer than it should have, considering I've already done that before. So maybe it's because I never used this before. I'm not really too sure, but I don't know why that. I don't know why the F seeking and the F tell was returning 0. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. Alright, we'll return 1. Alright. Yeah, they made that a lot smaller than it was originally. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. So we have the PID now. So now we want to read the maps file and dissect that. So let's just make a function called let's call it read maps, I guess. Read underscore maps. And to read the maps file, we're just gonna want to obviously we'll take the PID and then we will let's do this first. Let's f read it also. Let's f open read the entire file in memory. So file pointer fd. And the open file that we'll do will be maps underscore file underscore path. And we'll just read it in here. S printf slash proc slash nld slash maps. And we'll do we'll just do PID right here.
Okay.
Alright, and then we'll just
Everybody put that Glock
if
in
not FD,
Put your shit up.
I'll do
You got a stick on your
error
shit.
underscore
You got a 50 on your
callback,
shit. Put your
sn
shit up.
string error no.
Aye. Last out we caught was at the store. We had to scrape.
Alright, so that'll open up our maps file, then we just want to read it line by line. Wait, let me make sure. F read stops on a new line of character, right? Hold up. Stop the whip. Okay. Does f read stop at a new line character? What was the function? Let me check my other thing. I can't. It was a function I used. I'm pretty sure it was f read. I can't remember. This right here. Oh, it's f gets. Oh, okay. F gets was the function. F gets. I guess it's f gets c. I guess. What the fuck. All right. Oh, char pointer f gets. Here we go. So f gets reads in at most one less than size characters from string and stores them into a buffer pointed by 2 by s. Ring stops after an end of line or a new line or end of file or a new line of character. So yeah, this is why we just want to do so for. Or we're gonna just do while. What is this? So returns reads in at most. Okay, so we'll just call this line. Just call it char line. 256 bytes, and we'll do char line equals f gets line. Size. What do we want size to be? We'll just call it size of line. Then I miss one. Okay. And then we'll read in from FD. Return. Returns an S on success and null on error. So. And we'll just do char. Let's do unsigned long char underscore address. Signed long and address. We can use s printf and let's do star underscore address and underscore address. Percent x or percent 08lx 08lx. Hold up. Watch the whip. We might have to put the 0x there. I'm not sure. Hold on. Watch the whip. And this will just come from line, obviously. I think that should work, so then we should just be able to print
Swiping spit for a little while, this shit ain't new to me. Acting like I'm chasing her or something, she be pursuing me. Can't hold her, she be telling me all the time.
Alright, that looks. Let's put that in parentheses here. Alright, we'll see how this works out for us. Hold up. She feel safe with us whenever she with gang and make her wet. Yeah. We don't do the social tweet. These niggas too internet. Going live trying to talk about who got shot. We don't get into that. Can you leave it up in the streets for me? I ain't trying to go to jail. Keep mentioning my name in all of your posts. It ain't hard to tell. If you get smoked, they gon' come looking for me. Nigga, you dumb as hell. This bitch think I love her. Ooh wee, she must be drunk as hell. I can't let no suck, bitch. I love how they suck dick. Once I get my nut off, bitch, I'm skating like some truck fit. Oh, okay. Okay, now I remember what I did. Oh, okay. Alright, let me fix this. I don't even need to do this. I don't even know why I did that, to be honest. And yeah, I meant to use scanf right here, and this is the opposite way around. Fuck you mean? Go hard for my team. Oh, I should probably use this function real quick. Why did that just come out as mumbled up dog shit? I'm not supposed to add the 0x's, probably not. Yeah, no, it's good. Alright, so now we're reading the address space. Okay, it's pretty easy. Okay. Now we want to save these though within I guess a hash map, because when we're reading memory, you want to read through all these different address spaces, because you can't just read from anywhere within the memory space of the thing of the jing. So let's think here for a second. We have all the memory or map. We have all the memory maps mapped out now. We have all the fucking address spaces here. So now we just need to. Here, let me make another. Let's call this process.h. All right. So the thing is, when we read through the memory, I guess this isn't actually like a memory reader like I did last time. I'm actually making it cheat, so I guess I don't. Let me think for a second. How do I want to do this? Oh, let's first make sure the memory sections are readable. I think it's. Let me look at it. Yeah, it's 04. It's %04, yeah, %04s. And then perms. We get char perms 5, and then perms index of 4. I'll terminate that joint. Okay, and then we can not print this anymore. Let's do if terms if not underscore readable terms will continue. If this memory region is not readable, we'll just continue because it doesn't really matter to us. We can't read it. And then we'll just make a function here. Let's call it not underscore readable. We'll just pass in a char pointer terms. For size underscore t I is equal to 0, I is less than string length of terms plus I. If terms at index of I is equal to readable, and turn true. If not, let's make this just return false at the end here. Okay, coolio. Alright, that should work there, no problemo. Add this over here. Okay. Let me think for a second. I don't know how exactly I want to do this with the maps. when I'm reading the file, reading it, I would just want to get the address and search for it and then read from the heap. So let's okay, let's just save these addresses here. Let's save these in their own little thing so we can make a structure. We'll just call this type def struct. And then we'll just call this shit address space. Fuck it. And then we'll just do 2 unsigned longs. Underscore address. Underscore address and end underscore address. Let's just do another struct to hold these, and so we can keep count addresses. Address space pointer to addresses, and then set for t count. And here we'll just oh, let's get a double variable here. All right, so let's make an address structure off the top here. So addresses. Do addresses dot initialize that to null, and then count at 0. And then in here we'll just address pair. Standard bool.h. Alright, we need to include process.h. Alright, so we can just pass in addresses into here, just pass a reference to it. Alright, that's all working right there. If not readable, so then we'll just, if it is, then we'll just do address or addresses address or pointer to address is equal to realloc. Let's do pointer is equal to realloc, and we'll allocate space for it. So let's do size of, or first you have to addresses dash address and size of address space times addresses dash count plus 1. Alright, and then we'll just do addresses dash address is equal to index of, we'll just call it count. We'll do it is equal to address underscore pair. There we go, and then we'll also do addresses at count plus plus. Okay, so that should be good for that. We can test this out, see if it will segfault on us. But if it does, do some dereferencing and stuff. No. Too many arguments to read maps. Okay, let me fix that. Alright, let's go up. First time using this function. Good one by me. Okay. Alright, and it didn't segfault. Okay, cool. It means we're probably gooch right here. So then let's just do this in the main function to make sure this thing's all working good here. We can just do for size underscore ti is equal to 0, I is less than address dash count plus plus I. We'll print f all these addresses off, completed earlier. X percent 8lx 0x percent 08lx. New line addresses dot adder index of I. I'm gonna do start underscore address. What did I do with 2 S's again, bro? What is with me in these fucking S's? Yay, looks like because of this right here was it even making it to our fucking thing. Okay, it is working. Looks like our perms function is fucked up. Let's print F or perms here. See what's up with this thing. Read, write. Okay. Gives a new line here. Oh, it's because I fucked up the return values. Okay. Coolio. Alright, so looks like we got all that finished now. So now we have our all of our addresses that we want to read from here. Here, let me do a coffee break real quick. How long has this video been going on for? Okay, only an hour and 7 minutes, not bad. Be back. Yeah, 2 LinkedIn, I'm back. Alright. I just got me some coffee real quick. Okay. Anyways, let's take a look at what we were doing. So we were finished reading the maps file. I took it to... Guess we can make a find or find value function or find address or something. Let's do this. So let's just do, we'll just do void find underscore value, or we can do bool. Not find value, but let's just do like value, sure. And then it'll just take in obviously our addresses. So address pointer to Dressingtons. I'll take the PIDs. Long PIDizzle. Lately I've been actually, well, no, we'll just give it char pointer to mem underscore file underscore pathington here. Do anything else? I guess, yeah, we'll take an unsigned or long. We'll just take an address to read from. We'll take a reference to a type. So a type pointer to buffer. We'll just make this a, or we can make it a void pointer, fuck it. Because we need it to be able to take anything, right? Lately I've been thinking about me so no, actually I'm gonna make it type just so I can differentiate it. So let's make it type pointer type. Let's go here, let's make type def struct. Let's make a type structure here and we'll just call it void pointer value, and then bool F32, bool F32, bool unsigned, sign underscore long. What else values do we want to read? I think that should be Gucci. I guess we can do strings also. Bool string. Alright, so yeah, we'll do that. So with this, we would just, man. No, I can't put on anymore. I'm sorry that I heartbreak. The read, is it P read? Yeah, P read's what we want here. So P read. So we need to get a file descriptor. So we just do open here, or man open. The POSIX manual. A couple real ones do it. So yeah, we're just gonna use open here. So we're just gonna do int file descriptor. Me. Okay, actually here, let's actually do. We'll just do int process underscore handle. And process underscore handle is equal to open mem underscore file underscore path. And then we'll call this what are their flags here? It's like O read only, right? No, we want to do read and write, so we'll do O underscore read and write. We'll just do print underscore value. I'm sorry that let's just make up here. Let's do just declare a type. So type nothing. Type dot value is equal to Nollington. Type dot. We just mem set the entire. So type mem set type. Get a reference to the joint. Let's do type dot int 32 is equal to true. Type dot value equals malloc. We do it over here. We can just do type dot value equals malloc size of int. Alright, so then we've got the process handle, we've got this. Now we can just go man e read, I think it is, right? The POSIX manual here. So yeah, it'll just. Let's look at return. What's the return value? There's no return value? Alright, respect. Face shot. Alright. We'll pass in process underscore handle. The buffer one I read into will be type dot valuington. Hold on, watch the whip. We gotta do some of that. So size, just do an int here. Offset will be address minus start underscore address. Now she choosing me. I don't know what she do to me. if address is less than hold on. I'm true. So if address is greater than start underscore address and address is less than n underscore address. I'm gonna P Readington that joint. Let's actually declare those joints too. So unsigned long start underscore address equal to addresses index of I dot address. Let's do this index of I dot start underscore address.
All white like I'm Missa, I got TZ in my switch. I dropped 2 cups in August, why that mixtape too official? Got 2 of everything, 2 watches, 2 chains, and 2 pistols.
Fuck you, me. I got hard for my team.
Boy, fuck you thought, nigga, I ride designer. Sorry, this shit costs. I don't know what the fuck you bought. So you not from over there, but you over there. You getting whacked, well, fuck you low. I done turned to the savage, this shit I got dope. All I ain't with is killers, I ain't never got caught.
So I'm just gonna do it simple like this because just to show this shit's working. None. Unsigned long address equal to 0x. I'm think of the address real quick, and then we should be Goochington. Okay, and then we'll just name this find underscore value. Not about it, not about it.
I got money, I got bitches and settle. Bitch, I was getting caught with this and go better. No season, this shit, I'm smoking no mess. Flash keep me out like I'm rolling out the Adderall. I be busting, my squad ain't for nothing. Let my Nina talk, cause she don't like discuss. A couple face shots, couple shots to his stomach. His brains oozing out, that shit look like some vomit. Somebody get his ass up. Ambulance pick his ass up. He's dead on arrival, there's no point of trying to knock or stitch his ass up with the owner with. BBT who I'm rolling with. But you already know that shit, they pay homage like they owe that shit. I see you got a gun, you not on shit till you blow that bitch. If I was a scared man, I be dead man, smoking head man, try to get high the red man. Back so loud, I ain't hear what you said, man. You would never see me down, talk to the feds, man. Fuck what a nigga heard. BBT be the word, I'm just trying to get a chat like the third. Round with my bitch smoking her, got 2 twin 40s, that's the only thing he has that hurt. Hell no, I ain't scared, I'm gonna let this bitch blow. Well, I got your bitch back, so you let that shit go. Yeah, I let her suck my dick, but I let that bitch know. Hell yeah, I got a bitch, so I let my bitch know. Cause it's levels to this shit. Rules, regulations, give me dumb brain like she never had no education. You ain't trying to kill nothing, boy, I see you hesitate. Shoot with your eyes closed, fuck you doing meditate. Boy, if you scared, go to church, read Revelation. Quit the blow, thank the Lord, I got better patience. Niggas know, boy, I be high in elevation. Brother, to the day you pass over to it, celebrates. Hey, hold up. I be going crazy. Who the killer, nigga? Who the killer, nigga? You're not the killer. Ain't no killer, nigga.
Alright, we need to include hashtag include unistd.h. got them in pop today. Let's do sharp blinker mem underscore char mem underscore file underscore if I had it all, had it all, Give me orange for format. We're done that again. Oh, I didn't put a percentage. If I had it all. All right. So I want you to make int num here. That's not gonna work. And then we'll just do type value. So we're gonna dereference that to get the value of the pointer value. Right, that's set that equal to num. Be sure that should be good. What am I doing? That's not gonna work. Out of this earth. Here, let me do that and then do dot value. Cosmos. Well, I want to put it in that. I don't know how to fucking do that, but I can't remember to do that. I need to get this good. Memory stores. Okay, let me just. Did I ever even do the unsigned long point here? I'm sure I already did that. I don't think I've ever done that before, to be honest. If I want to store, okay, how to store a int in a void pointer. Okay, I'm completely branded. I already knew that. God fucking damn it. I actually hope my family gets killed. Okay. So yeah, it's just type dash value. You just cast an int pointer and dereference it is equal to num. Yes, god fucking damn it, I knew that. Okay. So now we just need to go get the address. And I know this shit looks a little bit jacked up right now. I'm just testing to make sure this works, and then once it works, then we'll clean this up. And we'll make like a find, like fill out player structure function or something. I'll probably do that next video though, because this thing's lasted a lot longer than I thought it was. But yeah, so we'll go and get the address for the player health. So let's open up Pence. .e/Pence. This is basically just a cheat engine for Linux. Yep, and it. Okay, that was a little bit Sketchington. So let's just take the classic out here. Okay, we're at 30 HP now. Cool beans. Alright, so there's our address for our shit. Let's plug this into here. That's the address we're going to want to read it for. We're going to go and compile this joint. And I forgot we have to run it as sudo. So let's just not even worry about all that. Let's make sure this thing will actually work. So if find underscore value, this will return true. If address is greater than start address and address is less than end address. So that should work. Int num p read. And it stores inside of num at address minus start address. Or no, it should just be address. This is p reading 10. Okay, so that's there. So it did nothing. Bit strange. Um, so it first finds the PID, right? Which 15.4, 270. Is that the PID? $15.4, 270. Why is it saying 270 is the PID? Let's make sure this is good to go here. So it's turning 2.7 first, but then it returns it with a 0 for some reason after that. That's a bit weird. ATOL. Why is it adding an extra 0? I actually have no idea. Let me do string to L. See if that changes anything. And shrink. So it takes. So what is end pointer? It converts the initial part of the string and end pointer to a long integer. Okay, so that's the. Okay, and then if end pointer is not null in the basis of order, string to L stores the address of the first invalid character end pointer. We can just do null for that. I care about storing that. Now let's say no such file directory. Eight 7079. Um, oh, because I want to be base 10. I don't get why it's fucking giving me this 0 at the end, bro. I don't understand that. I just get rid of the trailing zero? How would I even get rid of the trailing zero? I guess just fucking... I don't know, because it prints off as no zero. I don't understand why that's even there. Why does string to string L have a trailing zero attached? Honestly, I don't understand at all what's happening, to be honest. Am I retarded or something? Okay, what's another fucking string I? Let me just use a to I and see what happens. It's just the exact, like, am I being fucked with or something? Why is this thing giving me the same shit? I know there's no goddamn trailing zero in that motherfucker. Why does it keep giving me that? Oh, there is no trailing zero. It just prints off zero somewhere else. I'm not sure. Okay, cool. So I'm just fucking retarded. Okay. Hope I get fucking shot. Let me switch this back up. Oh, just because I didn't put a fucking Classico. Okay, where is this random fucking... Okay, that's all working good. Alright, then F open. Oh, is this because it's printing out this right here? Is that what's happening? Yeah, that is what's happening. Okay. Let me get a mesh. Or let me just... Um, Holy shit, I can't believe I just wasted all that time fucking around because I was like, I'm just brain dead. That's wild. Alright, and so it works. Okay, so we got our health value. Coolio. Let me add a new line character so it'll get rid of that shit. Alright. There we go, baby. We've read our health value now. Let's fucking go. We're geniuses. Alright, I'm gonna call that the end of the video. I'm gonna make a new video in like a day or tomorrow or something, or maybe later. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, there was so much fucking around in that video. I'm not really sure what I was doing. I'm probably brainless or something. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Hit me up if you want some help or something. Or if I did some retarded shit that you're like, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing? Leave a comment about it. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you.